Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from tarotforhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your weekly reading and this is for Gemini, and I'm just shuffling up the deck to see what is going to be showing up for you. But before I get into your reading, I just wanted you guys to know that I am doing a 2016 year ahead reading. This is a personal reading, so do check it out on my website. It's a 25 card reading and it goes into detail about month to month what is going to be showing up for you. So do check that out. It was very popular last year, so I wanted to bring it back this year. Something that is new is that I'm also doing a New Year's resolution reading, which is for if there's something that you really want to bring in this year, you really want to manifest. I can do a reading for you about it, and so we can address the challenges, we can address what can help you or support you in terms of the things that you want to do, so that we can make those things a reality and really bring them in, because I know resolutions can be difficult to keep and to maintain and to make sure that we actually are achieving those goals. So if that's you, if you have difficulties in that way, like, that's a good reading for you, so do check it out. For you Geminis, I'm just shuffling up your cards. I'm using the Happy Tarot, and so let's see what shows up for you. And you have the Six of Pentacles, talking about help and support. Like I mentioned in the reading, this is a card that kind of represents that for you. So somebody may be giving you some help and support, maybe even financial support. So let's see. You have the Three of Swords showing up next. Interesting combo. So let's see the last one for you, Gemini. The last one for you for next week is the Nine of Pentacles. So, Gemini. And then underneath, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So first you have the Six of Pentacles. And so what this reading is kind of telling me is that I think if you've been really dependent on the help of somebody else, it's kind of saying that I think that something that you was hoping on, support that you was hoping on from somebody, isn't going to come through the way you wanted it to, or it's not going to look the way you wanted it to. Like maybe this person promised that again they were going to help you out financially, or give you back that money that they owe you, or they're going to give you some help and advice or something in terms of some endeavor, something you got going on. It's kind of saying that you are not going to be satisfied with that, and so because of that you may be hurt, or you may be upset, or it's just a sense of disappointment. But then it's kind of saying, which kind of picks things up again, is that, do you know what, when people don't come through for you, it means that you have to stand up and do it yourself. That's what it is. It's like if somebody else, if like they say, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. If you are putting all your hopes into somebody else and hoping that somebody else is going to have all the answers, or that other person is always going to come through for you, maybe even though they may have seemed like, in the past they always did, but it's saying now that this person may not. And so now it's time for you to kind of stand up and to take control of things, and to say, okay, that I'm not getting the help from this person, but I'm gonna still be successful. I'm gonna still go ahead and make sure everything gets done as it's supposed to. So I would say be careful of depending too much on other people. You still have to make sure that you're a part of the process, so that if things goes wrong, or if this person doesn't turn up, or if this person lets you down, that you're still able to do what you need to do by yourself, especially if it's for you, if you get what I'm saying. The interesting thing which just came to mind about when I was talking about the readings, and then I was looking at this Six of Pentacles, talking about getting support from other people, it really does remind me of what I do as a reader. Because I mean, this may not apply directly in the way I'm saying it, but I feel like there's some kind of similarity in that, to be a part of anything, it takes a joint effort. if two people, like for instance, I'm the reader, you're the client, in order for us to like build something, in order for me to support you and help you, you have to be an active participant in that process. Sometimes people can come to a reader and they think that the reader is just supposed to be the only one a part of the process. Like they just do the reading and then the person chooses to, take it or leave what you say. Or let's say for instance, they, it resonates with them and they just think that now they've had the reading, the work is over with. That's not the case. And that happens in any process, any kind of process, anything where you want to help yourself, anything where you want, you want to improve yourself, anything. Even if, like, let's say for instance, you go to see a psychiatrist, it's the same process. Even if you go to see any kind of anything, or get any kind of support, there has to be a joint effort and a joint understanding. Like there has to be an exchange of energy. And so what I would say is, again, even if you find that you go to somebody for anything and they don't give you the outcome, they don't tell you the outcome you want to hear, they don't tell you exactly what you was expecting, it's saying that it's for you to make a choice on how you're going to choose to move forward. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to you. This is your life, this is your process, this is something that's important to you. So you have to be the one to stand up and say, okay, I'm going to take control, I'm going to do this, regardless of what this other person said or whatever is happening. It's up to you. And so that's kind of what I'm getting with this Gemini. Take heed. Take heed. And so with this card underneath, the Knight of Pentacles, what this card is telling me is, like, again, it's about you making progress. It's about you. So if it's a case of, again, like there's quite a few Pentacles cards. So if this was a work situation, it's the same message, but then underneath it's kind of saying that you have to go with it. Like he has the pentacle and he's by himself carrying this pentacle. So it's about your efforts. And even though, like, it may be a lot of effort, like it's a lot of effort to get to where, the stage of this card, like with all this stuff. Like, look, this person has one, this person has loads. So it's a process, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes a commitment. And so sometimes you have to go through that process all by yourself, and you have to learn everything you need to learn on your own. But it'll be okay, because in the end, again, what have you gained? You may have gained a lot by doing this by yourself. So I kind of get like that's the message right here. It's about you being self-sufficient. Whether this is like a relationship that's gone wrong, whether it's a business situation that you had with somebody else that didn't go right, whether it's a friend or somebody that said they were going to support you and they didn't do it, it's kind of saying that you have to right the wrong of what that other person has done. You may feel like, oh well, why should I have to do that? Especially if that person promised or that person said they were going to do something. But at the end of the day, if this is important to you and it affects your life or something to do with you, then you have to kind of make the situation better for yourself. So yes, that's for you, Gemini, and peace and many blessings to you. I'll see you. Bye.